Are you ready to upgrade your camera gear? Want a camera that can do it all and take the guesswork out of shooting? Well, Sony has done it again with the Sony a7R IV. Hi, I'm Caitlin, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you all the features of this cool little camera. The Sony a7R IV is a 61 megapixel, 35mm full frame camera. Did you hear that? 61 megapixels. How insane is that? Its XMR-R CMOS sensor combined with Bion's X imaging engine gives you amazing resolution that you just won't see in other cameras. Not only does this camera have remarkable image resolution, it also maintains a shooting speed of up to 10 frames per second and can get up to 8 frames per second in live view continuous shooting mode. That's the highest level burst speed in its class. And you still get continuous autofocus and auto exposure tracking at this speed, which is incredible for a camera with this resolution. This will let you capture the quickest moments with all the subtle details you could dream of. Want to shoot sports? Easy. Capture a cheetah in the wild? Simple. With the incredible image resolution on the a7R IV, you're able to capture high-resolution images at 26.2 megapixels, even after cropping a full-frame image down to APS-C size. So if you're someone who shoots things that normally require crop editing, you're gonna want to try this out. With the APS-C shooting mode, you can shoot 3 times more photos than you can in full frame. You'll get up to 68 images when shooting continuously. 68 images! And you can shoot in absolute silence, a photographer's dream when shooting at venues where quiet is required. You've got a vibration-free shutter, which will maximize your images and make them crisp, clear, and ready to be framed. Another cool feature on the a7R IV is that it now supports compositing 16 images with pixel shift multi-shooting. What that means is it shifts the sensor in half or 1 pixel increments in a programmed order to capture 16 pixel shifted images composited into one high precision image. This new image will have about 240.8 megapixels versus about 963.2 megapixels from the original data. This is great for still images of subjects like architecture. Let's talk about focus. The a7R IV has wide autofocus coverage, and the fast hybrid AF utilizes a 567-point focal plane phase detection and a 425-point contrast detection AF. That's a lot of focal points to choose from. You can use the LCD monitor and touch the screen where you want to focus, then let the camera do the rest. And we have enhanced subject tracking even with sudden movements on this camera. The a7R IV has a wide standard ISO range of 100 to 32,000, so you'll be able to quickly and precisely use AF even in low light situations. There's even a focus priority and aperture drive option you can use for more accurate focusing in dim lighting where the aperture is stopped down. The a7R IV now has AI-based real-time tracking, which makes focusing on the go so much easier. You pick your subject, press the shutter button halfway, and the camera will track the subject from there. It's also got a really cool face/eye priority and AF function that can seamlessly shift from tracking between your face and your eye. The real-time eye autofocus now even supports animal eye tracking, so that cute little pup of yours will always be in focus when playing. Real-time eye autofocus gives you fast, precise, and automatic detection, and now you can even select which eye you want to track. So you don't have to focus on focus anymore and can get your composition, lighting, and other details on point. And if you're shooting video and the camera spots an eye, real-time eye autofocus activates and starts tracking immediately. Combine real-time tracking with real-time eye autofocus and your tracking accuracy will be through the roof. Shooting in 4K with the fast hybrid autofocus that gives you speed, precision, and tracking will give you footage that will make your jaw drop. It also includes a digital audio interface for sound recording that'll sound like this. Caitlin here, and this is a test of the audio on the camera. You can attach a mic to the multi-interface shoe here for even better sounding recording if you want to as well. The a7R IV has in-body 5-axis image stabilization, which is optimized for its ultra-high resolution. It'll fully support your handheld shooting, so forget about shaky shots. The a7R IV has up to 15 stops of dynamic range, a 5.76 million dot electronic viewfinder for approximately 1.6 times higher resolution than the 3, and the ability to shoot at a 120 frames per second frame rate for even smoother shots. You can also select high quality mode, which gives you high precision, but still makes the images look natural. You've got an improved menu interface with the 4, extended shooting time with the high capacity NP-FZ100 battery, and dual media slots that both support UHS 2. Both slots are compatible with UHS 1 or 2, so you'll get pretty fast data writing. It can simultaneously or relay record, separate RAW and JPEG data, or stills and movies, and can copy data between cards. The newly added Save/Load settings function allows you to save your camera settings on your SD card and then read these settings from the card so you can easily share with other cameras. How cool is that? It's also got larger buttons and an increased distance between the grip and the lens mount, which makes this camera much more comfortable to use. The display flips out and you can maneuver it how you'd like to get a better look at what you're shooting. And there's now an exposure compensation lock, so you don't have to worry about accidentally shifting that ever again. You'll get wireless and wired connective solutions, and it supports a number of options for PC remote functions and means of data transfer, including 5G Wi-Fi. It's got a USB-C port that you're able to use to transfer large files, like uncompressed RAW images, without workflow interruption. And if you're a professional who needs to deliver in real time, this camera supports FTP background transfer during and after shooting for both JPEG and RAW file delivery. Up to 9 FTP servers can be assigned in advance. If you have any other questions about the Sony a7R IV camera, please reach out to us by phone, email, or chat with one of our experts online. We're always happy to help. I'll see you next time.